Make a list of the most popular supergroups in rock music, and our next guest on Live at 5 would be right at the top. Duran Duran has produced 5 platinum-selling albums, numerous singles over the years, and although individual members have come and gone, Nick Rhodes, Simon Le Bon, and John Taylor now comprise the trio that is Duran Duran. Tomorrow they kick off the United States leg of a world tour to promote their latest album called Notorious. 3 singles have come of it so far. Before we meet Duran Duran, here is a video of the title track.
He's dancing. He's dancing. Look at him.
All right, enough,
we ran that baby. Before we get this little chat started, I forgot to mention that you guys are at Madison Square Garden the 23rd and the 24th, and I understand there are some tickets left for the second night.
Not too many, I hope.
You are, what, 2, 3, maybe?
Yeah,
you know. You are down to 3 from 5 members. John, if Duran Duran fans had bet on the outcome of all this, do you think they would have figured out that you 3 were going to be the surviving members?
Probably not, actually, because we definitely, the media, everybody seemed to think that we'd gone very definite separate ways, and I'd worked on the Power Station album with Andy, and it seemed as though, Andy and me were in this camp, and I think we were probably always spiritually closer, and definitely, like now, working together, it seems as though this could have only ever been the outcome to us.
Well, when you say spiritually, you mean that you have, what do you mean by that?
Well, just like, within ourselves, we all want the same thing. We go about things the same way, we're into the same things. Yeah.
So you would say that no excess baggage would be apt here?
We have used that phrase many times.
Well, it seems to work, and I don't want to dwell on a point. Let me just say, so I don't take up your time, is that Andy's gone on to a solo career, and Roger is not even in the business anymore.
That's right.
He's got tired of the whole...
Nicely put.
Well, just ping, 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 get that out of the way. In the Rolling Stones review of your album, Notorious, which was a couple of months back, generally it was a very favorable review, but one of the lines in it says, in their search for musical maturity, the surviving Durans have lost a good deal of their identity. Now, whether this is true or not, I don't know, but would this be a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, the same person would have probably said 2 years ago that we had no identity, it's just the little games that go on with the press.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the things with the media, you're dealing with one person's opinion about something as well, and that opinion is often very tainted. So we don't take it too seriously. We're much more interested in what people in general think of it.
And the only time we take that seriously is when if we believe that it stopped other people from listening to our music, if they wrote it off on the strength of a review, which hopefully they don't.
Well, I don't know, and this is a personal opinion of mine, but through the years, I've discovered that some music critics don't really know as much about music as they should. Or let's say a rock critic might show up at a classical performance.
I don't know whether they like music as much as they should.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, but I think that goes throughout the business. I mean, I've always felt that if people work in television, it should be because they love television. If they work in cinema, it should be because they love making moving pictures. And likewise in record business, you should love music above any other art.
Life's not like that, though.
No, it's not.
You fall into different professions, and you end up suddenly realising that you've been doing something.
But the arts.
Yeah, the arts. But you realise you've been doing something for 5 years which you're not really that into. It can happen.
Well, how do you use your measure of success then? Is it strictly record sales? Is it response at concerts?
Not anymore.
Well, what does that mean?
Oh, nothing.
Well, this particular album, Notorious, is gold as opposed to platinum.
As a matter of fact.
Has it?
No, it's platinum. Yeah, it's done about 2 million around the world, which you know, we're very happy with, and it certainly means that we can go on and afford to make another album this year, which is all really you really want at the end of the day, is to be able to afford to continue doing.
But I thought I picked up a note of I wish it had sold.
Well, no,
more.
it was just well.
You said do we measure success by record sales, and it's a question which we have had to sort of confront, because the record sales of this one haven't been as high as some of the other ones have. Now,
is it because you're musically a little different?
I think it's because we're developing. I think it's because a lot of people aren't quite sure where Duran Duran are at the moment.
Especially Duran Duran.
Well, John, you said it again.
No. But Skin Trade,
Skin
Trade, we had a lot of troubles with. We had some radio stations who said, well, we won't play it because we don't play Duran Duran, and then other stations said, well, we're not going to play that because it doesn't sound like Duran Duran. And we felt Skin Trade was the best thing that we'd done, and people couldn't pigeonhole it. It had taken people about 3 years to pigeonhole Duran Duran, especially in this country. And then they finally did, and we put something out that defied pigeonholing.
I gather that you are very happy with the sound that you have on the tour.
Very much.
And the band is...
Yeah. I mean, what we did really was we built the Notorious album for playing live, and we started the tour in February in Japan, and then we went all the way through Europe, so now we've done about 55 shows, and we're just starting the American tour here, and that's really what we're totally into right now.
Well, get your rest, and I'm going to let you do that by letting you go now. And remind us...
come and see us.
I will.
You promise?
I do.
On the air, in front of all these people. She said.
I promise, and I hope to see you backstage and not have you say, we can't, we're out of time, no press. We thank you for coming by. The concerts are the 23rd and 24th, Tuesday and Wednesday, Madison Square Garden.